Hey, you guys, how are you? How are you? Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Latanya, and like I said, I'm going to stay true to my word. We are going to begin answering some questions that people have questions in regards to their business. I know I posted, I think it was on last week for within our community here. If you have questions, either you can post the questions in underneath in the comment section or simply inbox me. And so I am receiving questions. And so let's start because I don't want to keep you long, but it's something that I know is necessary because otherwise the question would not have been asked. So the question is here. This first question is how can I make more money doing what I do? How can I make more money doing what I do? All right, so let's touch bases here. So now, if someone's asking that question, that means they're in a place of, I need to make more money because if I don't make more money, more than likely, I'm going to go or I'm going to stay in survival and I'm never going to get to my state of thriving. And so the first thing you have to ask yourself, is this business viable and is it scalable? I always say go back and do some research. You have to evaluate who's looking for what it is that you do, and not just who's looking for it, but how does it sit in the market? How much money is going to be put into what it is that you're offering? Maybe it's photography, maybe it's videography, maybe it is product sales, maybe it is the latest shoe gear. What is it? You're going to have to evaluate. You're going to have to do a little, you can Google anything nowadays and type it in and see what people are talking about. I told you previously to use, it's a free service unless you want more. Use BuzzSumo. See what people are talking about and see how much they're talking about it. Now, if it is a business that you know is scalable, you now have to evaluate your skill set within it. What do you need to do? How do you need to up level your skills? So let's look at, for instance, look at Beyonce. Look at Beyonce, look at Kim Kardashian, look at all of them. What did they do? They honed in on their craft. They honed in on their skills. Now, of course, you know, Beyonce, she didn't just start. She started this from a little girl, and she's constantly working on her skills. Look at the basketball players that are the greats. They're working on their skill sets so they can up level. Of course, Kim Kardashian, we know what she does. She's good on the sex videos, whatever. But what did she do? She enhanced her body, you all. Okay? So how do you make more money? You have to up level your skills. So that means you might need to go back and study more. You need to find out what other things you can do to produce more. You may have one product or service that you give. How do you go to the next level? So let me kind of share a little bit about what I do. As you all know, I teach customer culture. I do customer culture workshops to companies, corporations, organizations, colleges. Well, of course, what I had to do is I had to up level, and not just up level, I had to up level my skill set. That means I just don't just teach customer culture. I had to break it down into little things because you think about it. If I teach customer culture and I teach the same thing and I have a big paying client, of course, they don't need that, what I just taught. They need something else. They need me to stay creative and innovative. It could be now they don't need customer service or just straight customer service, but now they need, how do I map out, and we're going to talk about this, how can we map out a customer's journey? How is it that I can keep someone loyal? What is it that I can do to make myself better to get people to stay loyal or purchase from me? So for me, even when it comes to my business, you all, I had to scale my profit. So it's just not just the customer culture, the big program. I chopped it up into little programs as well. And I develop more of my skill set. Look at doctors, look at attorneys. How come you think they make so much money? First of all, they're necessary. Are you necessary? What it is that you offer, is it necessary? You have to ask yourself that. And how much value does it bring to the table? Doctors and attorneys, they're very valuable. That's why they make so much money. We need to go to the doctor. If you get in trouble, you have to go see a physician. I mean, that's why they make the big money. So you as an entrepreneur, your job is to up level your skill set, develop different things so you are scaling your profit. That's how you make more money. Then you have to ask yourself, how much money am I making now? And you have to be very, very honest with yourself. And then you have to ask yourself, how much money am I trying to make? What am I trying to get to? And then you have to chop it down. Maybe you have to chop it down monthly. You may have to chop it down weekly, but this is how much you need to do, and this is how you have to go after it, okay? So to answer that question, you all, you have to ask yourself, how valuable is my product or service? And how much of a skill set have I acquired? That means I may need to develop more skills so I become more valuable to my clientele. Or it could mean you may end up switching to more clientele, okay? And so that is how you make more money. Up level you. Up level your team. Just simply up level it, you all. And that's how you get to more money. Now, as you begin to up level your skill set, remember, not only will that allow you to still target your current market, but it can take you into another pond. It can take you into another market. That's why educating ourselves on so many things, that's why we have to invest in ourselves, you guys, because it does not just come by osmosis. It comes by educating yourself, it comes by investing in yourself, and you have to stay consistent and persistent. You cannot be an entrepreneur who gives up, because the minute you give up could have been your breakthrough at that point. All right, so let's work on up leveling our very own skill sets. If you need help, you all get the help. Inbox us and let us know what you need. When you tell us what you need, we can give you more at the list tour. I'm telling you, it's a new day, it's a new level. The more and more I evaluate, I'm seeing what we need. And so let me know what you need. Okay? So that's how you make more money. Up level. Up level your skill sets. Okay? And then we'll deal with the rest later. All right? We'll see what other questions come through and we'll talk about it. All right. Have a good rest of your week, you all. And we'll answer another question later. Bye-bye.